Welcome back to Brands Hatch after the Bennetts BikeSocial Sprint Race here at round 6 of the season, and after a wet race, the first of the year, and a red flag due to track contamination, we have the first of our podium finishers and the first this year for Oxford Products Racing Ducati, Christian Iddon. Christian, it's been a tough season, you've said it a couple of times so far, but it seemed like you were able to make the most of those conditions out there today.
Yeah, definitely. The season so far has been pretty rough. The first 3 rounds you just didn't even turn up, basically. So yeah, it's cool to get a podium finally. I actually felt really good. I was bad in qualifying and then knew I'd left myself a bit of work to do, but I got a distinctly average start, but then a really good first few corners, and everyone was actually playing really nice, which was good. You know, it's the first time that we've been out aggressively in a race in the rain, so everyone was pretty good on the first lap, which is always nice. Good to see like everyone playing fair, and I was able to pick my way through and got a feeling with the bike. I felt really good, especially in certain places. It was kind of weird. There were certain corners where I felt like I had a really good like rear end and could get loads of traction, and then the last corner was an absolute disaster for me, trying to get any traction at all. I was either slow or out the seat. So I was trying to work through that, and then I had a really bad visor issue. From about lap 3 onwards, I thought I'm really in trouble. I tried to fix it by opening some vents and just let more water in, and couldn't see anything at all, really. I was just trying to stay on the black bit. That's about all I could see. And I kind of got used to that, and it wasn't too bad in the end. You know, I could sort of understand where I was at, and I was able to sort of then nibble away at the 2 guys in front who were running a real cool pace, and the pace that they were running was also pulling me away from the guys behind, so it was good enough to be like that, and yeah, it just felt really good. And then yeah, ran over a patch of oil, nearly crashed, and then I knew we were going to get a red flag situation, and I think it's the right call to not let us back out because there was a lot of track contamination. So first podium of the year with me for Oxford Products Ducati, and yeah, big thanks to them. It's been hard, so hopefully this can be the start of some good things to come.
And returning to the podium, but the first in Bennetts British Superbike for the Lavelle Kent racing team, it's Danny Kent. Danny, tough conditions out there for everybody, but equally the same conditions for everybody. But you and Ryan seem to have a little bit of an edge at the front of the field. Talk us through it, and it seems that you were most comfortable on the Honda in those conditions.
Yeah, it was good fun out there, although tricky. You know, I just thought Ryan took the lead, and you know, I felt good, but in those conditions, you know, I feel it's sometimes a bit better to let someone else run the pace. You know, I felt really strong behind him. I saw in a few areas I was stronger than him, and there was other areas that he was a lot stronger than me. But no, I'm over the moon. Big thank you to the LKR Honda team. I think what we've achieved up till now is really good for being a new team. But I feel like we can do this on a regular basis.
And tomorrow it looks like the conditions might be dry. You seem to have been able to find a setup to work in both conditions so far this weekend. Do you feel like this sort of track suits your style, suits the bike, and it's coming into that point of the season now where you have got that little bit more experience under your belt with everyone, with the crew, with the new bike?
Yeah, I think a lot goes into it really. I was motivated to come here in the first place. Just it was one of my stronger tracks last year on Suzuki. And everywhere I've been this year on the Honda, I've been able to go that one step quicker. So, you know, I had that in the back of my mind, but already from FP1, I felt great on the bike. Really, I'm riding the bike that Glenn Irwin was riding last year, and he's one rounder in the dry. So it's just down to me and the team to make the most of it. Like you said, we've been strong in the dry. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And claiming his first ever Bennetts British Superbike Championship race win here at Brands Hatch for Lamy OMG Racing Yamaha, it's Ryan Vickers. Ryan, you were fast in the wet, you've been fast in the dry so far this weekend, and coming into this weekend you were really confident, even though Snetterton didn't go the way you wanted it to, and it's been coming. You've been on the podium so far this year. You're now the 6th different winner of the season. Talk us through it, because you obviously had Danny behind you as well, even though you two had managed to bridge a bit of a gap. But how much pressure were you putting on yourself knowing that he was ready to make a move, particularly when you had a couple of moments?
Yeah, it's difficult to actually tell what the person is doing behind you, because I know what it's like riding in the wet. Like Danny said, he was stronger in areas and I was a lot stronger in other areas, you know. So it's always difficult to know where somebody that you haven't ridden behind is going to make a move on you. But I was just riding my own comfortable pace. I was really comfortable. There was one corner that was really tricky and kept catching us all out, I think, and that was 30s onto the back straight. But yeah, we just rode a consistent race. I just wanted to hit every apex. That's what we said before I went out, was them first few laps, just hit every apex and just hit your marks, and you'll be in a good place. And so we was, you know, we was at the front. Danny actually come past me on lap 1. I managed to get him back straight away into Surtees, and then a lap later I got Tommy Bridewell. So it was good. I felt actually really comfortable in the lead. I prefer leading, especially in these conditions where there's a lot of spray and stuff like that. Get some clear air, and I feel a lot more comfortable when I'm on my own in the lead. So no, it's one of them. I could see my pit board. It was like plus 0.1, plus 0.1, plus 0.1, you know. But it was one of them. It was difficult, and I was just going to try and race the remainder of the race just with no mistakes, just keeping that pace, because I think he would have found it hard to pass, because there really wasn't a lot more out there. And like Christian said as well, there was some corners you came out of and you had plenty of grip, and then there was others where there was like nothing. It was like being on ice. So we stayed on, and we're probably on a good place for the grid again for tomorrow. So really happy. First win. Couldn't be happier. No, thanks so much for the team. They gave me an amazing bike then, and give me the confidence to go out there and get it.
And you're obviously no stranger to winning in the sport class categories, winning the Junior Superstock Championship. But what does it feel like to actually tick that off your list, tick off the first win in the championship?
Oh, amazing. You know, I tell you, sometimes in the last few years I never thought it was going to happen again, you know, but we stuck by it, and I got people in my corner that believed in me, and we know what was capable. I knew it was capable. Yeah, it was a stock 600, but I knew I could ride a superbike to this level, and we found the right team and the right package that suits me, and we've put it together finally. And yeah, I feel in a really good place. Like I say, dry and wet. We've been really strong this weekend, and pretty much every weekend that I've been back on the bike. So long may it continue, but really appreciate all the support. Thank you to the team, all my personal sponsors, everything, because without you over the last few years, I wouldn't be able to experience this amazing moment. We're going to go away and enjoy it, and come back fine tomorrow.
Have some sweets or something later to celebrate,
Exactly,
maybe.
Yeah. Get some dinner, actually.
Dinner it is. Congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you. Cheers.